Hi, this is Carl Palachuk, and I want to talk about Relax, Focus, Succeed, and in particular, today I want to talk about values. At the beginning of Relax, Focus, Succeed, I go through a long exercise of trying to figure out what are your values, what's important to you, what are the ethics of what you do, and what matters most in your life. And the reason we begin with that is that it is the basis for everything. If you don't understand your own values, it's really hard to build a true understanding of your life and where you're going. This is also true in business. So many times you read business books and they start by saying, let's build your value statement. Let's build your mission statement based on your values. I think there's a tendency to think that we all share the same values. And maybe at some level that's true, but it's not true for you specifically. Where do you put integrity and honesty as compared to love and respect? That's a difficult thing when you have to look at those and say one of these is more important than the other. But it's true, you have a hierarchy of values. It's different from mine, it's different from your spouse, your kids, your neighbors. So you need to do this investigation. And a lot of people, especially on the business side, they skip over that chapter. They'll say, that's not important. I don't need to lay out my values before I determine what I'm going to do in my business and where I'm going to make money. But that's a perfect example of why you need to do it. I'm recording this while we're in the middle of this pandemic and everybody's staying at home and freaking out about all kinds of stuff. And you know what? There are some people whose first reaction is to steal money from other people. Their first reaction to a crisis is, how can I steal other people's money? Right? When you need money, I need money, everybody needs money right now. We're going through an economic difficulty. So why don't you set up a website, promise people super high quality masks that they can put on that'll protect them from the COVID virus, make some junky thing out of scrap paper and string, glue it together and ship them off, charge them $50, take their money and deliver nothing. Why don't you do that? The reason is you're not a loser. You're not a thief. That's not who you are. Fundamentally, at your core, that's not something you would do. And I know that's a bit of an extreme example, but it's not that much of an extreme example. Think about all the other things that you will not do in your business. Think of the things that you absolutely must do in your personal life and in your business life. You personally have a set of values that drives you every day in ways that you don't even pay attention to anymore. But they are core to who you are, and you need to take them very seriously. So you know what? If you have a little extra time in this quarantine period, try taking 15 minutes every day and sit down and look through a list of values. You don't have to get the one from Relax, Focus, Succeed. Google values on the internet. You'll find many, many lists, sometimes with 100 or 200 different values. And just cross out the ones that are not important to you. Add in anything that might be very important to you. Circle the ones that are on the top of the list. Go through this again and again and again. This is not a process that you can do in one 15-minute sitting. Sit down every day, 15 minutes a day. It might take you a month to pick out the top 10 values in your life that you can honestly say are more important than absolutely anything else on your list. And then weed it down to the top 5. It might take you months to come up with your list of the 5 absolutely most important central values of your life. But once you do, you will have that list basically forever. because that list is not likely to change 5 years from now, 10 years from now. When the economy is good, when the economy is bad, when you have lots of money flowing in, when you have no money flowing in. The times come and go, but the core values at the center of your life are extremely important. You just need to be aware of what they are. And the next time you go through an exercise where somebody says, "What are your values?" Let's start there. You'll be ready for that exercise because you'll have your values and you'll know the answer to them. I wish you tremendous luck in this very difficult time. And if you got a minute, I recommend that you go listen to the audio version of Relax, Focus, Succeed. Have a great day.